Hello again. I'm C.M. Vasquez, author of The Birdcage Society Falling, the first in an ongoing psychological mystery series available on Amazon. Welcome back to Book Club. Today I'm going to be recapping and giving my impressions of Chapter 24 of Darkly Dreaming Dexter by Jeff Lindsay. Let's get started. This chapter starts off with a phone call from Captain Matthews. Usually Dexter only gets phone calls from Deb that early in the morning. But this time, Dexter instinctively knew that it wouldn't be Deb. Matthews asks to speak to Detective Morgan, and Dexter gets a sinking feeling when he answers that Deb is not there and what it must mean if Captain Matthews is calling. I wonder if Dexter will realize later that he just experienced an emotion. Worry, dread even. Matthews says Deb was supposed to be at Dexter's place because he has evidence for them, and Dexter informs him that she never showed up, but that he does have evidence, which leaves Dexter needing to scramble to figure out exactly what that evidence is. At this point in the chapter, it's obvious that Deb has been kidnapped by the prostitute killer. This means that he has been watching Dexter a lot closer than we may have realized. It's certainly possible that he was in the arena the day before when they were questioning the greasy employee. He found out Deb was going to turn Dexter in and took action to prevent it. Dexter definitely seems like this man's obsession. But why? Dexter thinks the killer is somewhere close by, waiting for him to show up and join the fun. Deb would have shown up in her hooker outfit, and he thinks that's why she was taken. And if it had been anyone else, he'd have gladly accepted the invite, but not with Deb involved. And he kept repeating that, not Deborah. Dexter clearly cares for his little sister. It's in the way he talks about her and helps her out. And I haven't gotten the impression that Dexter does these things out of obligation or to appear normal. Like I've said before, Dexter feels emotions that he isn't aware of or has trouble processing. Dexter was confident that the killer would not have taken Deb unless he gave Dexter everything he needed to find him. It was practically a formal invitation. He briefly entertains the notion once more that he could have done this. He was asleep when Deb disappeared, after all. He was thinking that he'd taken her, sliced her up, and put her in a storage room. But he got stuck on that last part, storage room. It reminded him of the closet at the arena that just felt right. Dexter decides to leave his apartment and go looking. Where? He didn't know, but he needed to start. So he walked to his car and found something peculiar. The dome light had been left on, and not by him. Dexter investigates and finds a Barbie doll sitting on the passenger seat. The limbs are intact, and she's fully clothed. A suitcase was clutched in one hand, the word Cunard written on the side. When Dexter opens the small suitcase, Deb's class ring falls out and onto the floor. Dexter drives to the area where the Cunard cruise ships are docked, and he thinks for a minute. A cruise ship doesn't make any sense, because it's too crowded, so he must be holding her somewhere else, but close by. There is a ship with shipping containers littering its deck, and the thought occurs to Dexter that some of them are refrigerated. Storage space and refrigeration. It's perfect. Dexter drives around trying to find a way into the parking lot near the containers. He almost gives up as he doesn't see a way in without getting caught. But then he spots a familiar panel truck, the same one that tossed the head at his car. Shortly after, Dexter spots a hole in the fence, and part of the chain links are being held open by the back of that same panel truck. Dexter moves his car to a different lot, not wanting to draw attention to his car. And the chapter ends when another car pulls into the spot next to him. And as he gets out of his car, LaGuerta steps out of hers. What possible reason could there be for LaGuerta to show up right at that moment? Did she go over to Dexter's place looking for the evidence that Captain Matthews spoke of, and then decided to follow Dexter when she saw him leave? That's the only explanation, right? Let me know what you think in the comments, and we'll discuss why she was there next time. Bye.